All right, we are back from our break. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
All
Yes.
right. We'll do a roll call as always. Ambrose,
Here.
Balazar,
Boarding.
Brock,
Here with Marv.
Marv, Bug,
I'm here. That was a good impression.
Drogos,
So
and Mr. Hernandez.
Hello.
Mr. Hernandez. Try to do the Mr. Anderson.
Oh.
Is whatever. Um,
Uh.
so as we left off, you had just started heading towards the building-like structure in the clearing that Marv saw. So are you continuing to go that way?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. About this time, it's getting towards evening because you've slept in a lot and you've been walking for quite a ways now. Um, the sun hasn't started setting just yet, but you can see that it's going down. And after a couple of minutes of walking, you get into a clearing. It's a short clearing. There is about maybe 200 feet of open like grass, no trees, in a big little circle. And in the middle, you find a building. And that building looks like it's made out of weathered like wood. And from what you can see on the outside, Brock, you can see that it looks like this building was made out of ship wood, and the building itself looks like the hull and front end of a ship. And as you start to like as the group starts to walk towards the entrance, they can see a figure standing outside with a box at his feet, and above the doorway there is a little sign that hangs that says Barnacle Express. Do you approach?
We approach.
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess this is the place.
Finally.
As you begin to walk up towards the door, do you try and go inside the door, or do you want to talk to like the guy who's right there?
Probably should talk to him since
What does
not
he
just walk by
look
quietly.
like?
Do
Can we
you
see like what he looks like as
make a
you
perception
walk up?
check? Okay, Brock.
He looks like the main villain. Oh God, get him!
As you guys walk up, you can notice that this is a merfolk. It is a man who stands about as tall as Balazar does. He has the appearance of a squid, like a squid like head. Like I wish I had a picture to show. I'll send you one and I'll put it at the end later. But not not like that, but closer to like that. But he has his arms at his side, like he has two sets of arms, like his hands are crossed, and he kind of looks at you approaching and he says, "Oi, we don't see you strangers around here. What are you doing here? What brings you to the Barnacle Express?"
Are you do you go by the name Stuart?
Stewart? Nah, I don't know no blokes out here with the name of Stewart. You're talking to Eight Arm Al here. Or for those that don't know me, my name be Alfred Undertow.
Can I
What brings you to the Barnacle Express, my compatriots?
check to see if he really has 8 arms?
Do a perception check. From what you can tell, he does not. He has 6.
Sir, you don't appear to have 8 arms.
Ah, you're talking about Eight Arm Al, aren't you? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not 8 as in number. It's, he leans in close to you. 8. ATE. 8 arms, Al.
I don't like that at all. I'm not a fan of what you just said to me. Anyways,
Don't you so it doesn't matter.
what? Are you just like here, like passing by?
What
Oh,
is this
no,
place?
I'm the guy that keeps ruffians from getting in there. Don't you see the box? And he points to the box. And beside him on the ground, you see a box with an assortment of weapons all in it. Like there's swords, daggers, bows and arrows. Every type of bauble and weapon that you can think of is inside this little box. No one's allowed inside without putting their weapons in here first. This is a family-friendly type of place. We don't want anyone getting hurt. You understand? If y'all
Enough.
if y'all are going in, you're gonna need to put your weapons in this box right here. But
Can I use?
What
Are
what
you
exactly
you're
is
looking for
this
someone
place?
of the name of Stewart? I
Yes,
don't know.
Shattuck.
Oh, you mean Seward? Yeah, I know old Seward. Captain Shattuck. Yeah, he's a fine captain, that's for sure. He's performing live right now on the inside. If you be willing to come in, this is just a fancy inn that we're running here. A little entertainment for the wee ones. Old Shattuck's kid loves coming here, but the missus don't. Those poor Ondo people. I don't know what that woman sees in Mr. Shattuck, but so, and he like crosses his arms and looks at you. Are you gonna be staying at the Barnacle Express this evening?
I,
Did
for
you say
one, will.
Did you say
And
perform?
Oh yeah, can't you hear him? And you hear like loud blaring music just through the wall, like.
I happen to be a bard myself. A quite accomplished one.
Oh well, Mr. Shattuck only brought up, playing instruments recently after a fine fellow showed him what was right in the world. It was really nice. Oh, I miss old Gravekeeper. Anyways,
Did you say gravekeeper?
oh yeah, Gravekeeper. He was such a fine lad. I wonder what he's up to now.
Gravekeeper.
Who wants to know?
That is an ominous name.
Just curious.
I'm sure you can ask Mr. Shattuck about that when you get inside, if you plan to it. Are you going to be coming inside? And he kind of like points to the box on the floor filled with weapons.
Oh, here you go. And
Balasar is going to hand over all of his swords.
Drogo's going to cast message and say to Mo, "Work your magic, bud."
As you do that, you see one of the eyes on Alfred like glaze over with a blue light as he quickly twirls at you. Oh, I was just about to ask about the magic and arcanely inclined. I'm gonna need you to wear these. And he produces from his back pocket a little tiny box, and when he opens the box, you see a bunch of little blue rings. We can't have any no good doers going in here. Like I said, this is a family place. We want people to have a good time. We don't want anyone getting hurt. And as he says hurt, he kind of like pulls down his shirt, and you see a large scar going across his chest.
Oh,
Had a
Why
bunch
don't
of people attack this place, thinking we're some sort of monsters and whatnot. We just want to have a good time. We've been out on
I'm
the
very
seas.
sorry.
We've been out on the seas for a very long time. Captain Shattuck's been leading us through, getting us food and what we need to survive. So, I'm taking it up to make sure it's a lot safer place. I'm sure you travelers understand.
do you work for this establishment, sir?
Oh, yes, I love working here. Everyone inside works here. We're all of his crew.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Oh, sure, what you need, Mr. Dragon Man?
If you don't mind me asking, how did you get a boat this far inland?
Oh, well, that's quite the story. We broke it down at Warm and carried it piece by piece out here and started building us a little building here. Took a long
Well, that makes
time,
sense.
but with the help of old Gravekeeper, we were able to do it.
wow. So, sir, I completely understand where you're coming from here. Me and my associates don't mean any harm, so we will be putting our weapons in the box. You don't have to worry, and I understand for our magically inclined friend Drogo's here. He is a bit spell inclined. I would understand why you would be worried.
You
But,
too.
What do you mean, me too?
He hands you the ring. I know.
Sir,
His eyes are glazing over and he looks at you. Take the ring or you're not going in.
Sir, I am a
Just
simple bard. I am not a mage. I do not practice magic myself.
Take
Just
put the ring on.
he seems very adamant to you, Bug, that he
All
wants to
right.
make sure that everyone on the inside is safe, and he dispenses a ring to Brock after looking him over. He hands one to Drogos, and he hands one to Bug. For the rest of you, I'd like you blokes to put your weapons in my box, please. You too, Mr. Knife Ears. I seen a lot of elves come through here and kill our members. It's a shame, but I'm sure you got your reasons. Just put your weapons in the box.
Mo's gonna put a weapon in the box, but also wants to throw a ball bearing at that man.
Do not.
Do you want to
Fine,
throw a
fine.
ball bearing
throw
at
a-
Alfred Undertow?
Fine, I guess Mo won't.
Okay, throw it. Roll a d20.
I will roll a d20.
Throw the ball bearing at Alfred Undertow, this man who literally has been God knows where. You miss.
I got a 4.
You take out the ball bearing and throw it at him, and quick as a flash, he with one of his hands knocks the ball bearing out of the air, and it goes flying in the air, and with his other hands he grabs and wraps it around your neck and starts choking you. I said I didn't want any trouble, mister.
Attack.
Mo, put the ball in the box.
He lets go and ruffles your hair. Good. Now, I can see a shifty fellow when I see one, and you're the only one in this group of people that looks that way. Are we gonna behave, Mr.
Diller. Mr. Diller.
Mr. Diller. Alright, are you gonna behave, Mr. Diller?
Nothing would make me happier than to behave.
Alright, do you have any other weapons you want to put into the box, or have you put all of them in there?
I have put all of them in there.
I would like to ask, did you actually put all the weapons in the box? I want to make sure you put all the weapons in the box.
Is there do I have to take out my inventory?
No, it's just you
saying I have.
Yeah,
I have. Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
Wait. Quick question.
Mr. Fishman,
Wait,
sir, I have quite an expensive weapon. I just want to make sure that you will keep your eye on it.
Oh,
You're out here
it's
taking weapons from ruffians, of course. So I would just like to make sure that
he points at the box. All of them weapons are from the people on the inside, all the crewmates and whatnot. All the weapons stay in this box right here. And when you walk out, I hand them back good as new. I even polish them for you, make sure they're all in good shape.
Sir?
What can I do for you, my little friend? And he as he's holding the weapons in the box, he's patting your head with one of his other hands.
Does this count as a weapon? And I pull out the rotting flesh of the first person whose head I ever severed, his head. Does this count as a weapon?
Oh my God, you're a really one, aren't you, little fella? Do you flog people with heads?
Usually I just eat them, but I have a propensity to sometimes, whack someone with it. I won't be doing that. The only thing I tend to use in there is maybe my loot, if your good friend would like me to play.
He has people playing with him, my little
friend,
but I would...
Does he have Bug Vungust?
I would
Bard
like you
stars.
to... He's I would like you to... And he's kind of scooching the box away, and he produces another box that you can tell is really dirty. Could you put the heads in this box? Just for...
Sure. What about the skulls?
I think I can polish these if you want me to. I've never seen this before.
Bug pulls 2 human skulls, a rotting human head, and a rotting Kuatoa head from his bag, and places them all. Is placing them one by one in the box.
All right, this is definitely the most thorough.
What about this? And then he pulls out the rat tooth. Do you want this? I know you're looking for all my gore. Do you want more gore? Not a weapon, but
how much do you have in that bag?
If you harm someone with it and it counts as a weapon, I ask that you put it in the box. If it was on a living being, put it in the dirty box and then put the actual weapons in this box. You can tell that this is the first time that Alfred has had a very unruly set of people just bringing him God knows what to put in his boxes. You-
Sorry!
So I can put his
Alistar is just
the
going
head
to
pads in.
is going to look at Al with this expression of "I am so sorry."
Al turns and looks at you, and he has these pleading eyes, and he just kind of nods at you and just like motions to everyone else at the door. And he leans into you. I usually don't have this much problem. How hard is it to put a weapon in a box? I just want to keep people safe. I want people to
Oh.
have a good time. I mean, we
Oh,
may
here.
be pirates per se, but you know we've changed. We may look like we deal in a lot, but I mean, this is just ridiculous. And he's looking down at the box of severed heads and skulls.
It just happens sometimes, you know? They're more rations than weapons, but I kind of use them interchangeably.
He's scared. He gave a man a heart
Rations.
attack by
Yeah, what do you think I've been eating? I'm very hungry. I've only been eating heads. Why do you think there's skulls in there? Because
he
I finished
refuses to
eating
buy
them.
actual rations. We
Yeah, I need
offered to
rations.
give him actual rations. He
I'm
just
not
eats
sure about
weapons.
you guys, but do you guys want to like actually go in? It's
Yeah,
way more fun than like talking to the cool mayor folk and like putting heads and weapons in boxes.
can I keep my loot? That's all I need.
Oh yeah, you don't beat
I will
people
never
with
hit
that.
anyone.
You
No,
use it to.
No, it's a
You
beautiful.
are a performer, right?
Amber's
Yeah.
gonna walk in.
It's a very fine instrument. And Bug takes the dagger from his boot. He takes the scimitar off one hip. He takes the rapier off the other. Yeah, that's everything.
Belisar is going to
I put a
take
picture
all
of
his-
I put a picture of Al Undertow in D&D.
Belisar is going to take his weapons, tie them together with string so they can just pull the pile out and put them in the box.
Thank you. He's looking at you, Balthazar. Thank you for being a normal person. Enjoy your stay at the Barnacle Express. I will tend to your weapons now.
As I walk in, I'm going to look at him and like snap so that Marv goes into my pocket dimension, and I'll put the ring on and just look at him and say, all those years on the open waters must have made you blind. And I'm going to shove my bag of clubs like towards him rudely and then walk in.
Yeah, I can tell you got your sea legs, kid. Don't cause any trouble. And he's gonna grab the bag of clubs and put them in the bag. I'll polish them, but I don't like the looks of you. You better not do anything unruly now.
Don't touch my things. And
Fair
I'll just
enough.
walk in.
And the squid man turns to the box of weapons and starts polishing them. Has anyone attempted to sneak any weapons in? I want to make this really clear so I know.
No, I have
Ball
No.
bearings count as weapons.
No, they do not.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no
Ambrose
weapons
has
removed.
his like broken sword, unless that's a problem.
That would have needed to go in the box, but it's okay. Just
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna ask you now to not show it to anyone because they will probably beat you to death.
Bug put the ring on, by the way.
Okay, did everyone put on the rings and put
Brock
the weapons
did
in the
too,
box?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bug's very mad that he put the ring on.
It's just my sword's worth 150 gold, so
It's going to turn out
might as
that
well go
Belisar
broken.
should taken a ring and that it actually affects Dragonborn.
All right. As you start to walk inside, let me paint the scene for you really quickly.
Bug
As
attempts to point at Brock to see if the ring does anything.
as you point, what you would normally feel as like casting something, it just kind of fizzles out. There's no effect. Let me move you guys. Okay, that's going in the recording. I'm just gonna show your doodles on the camp page.
Why are we like this?
And I'm gonna move you guys
August.
to the Barnacle Express. Can everyone move their characters around? Just testing.
I don't see my character.
Okay, if
I
you
can.
if you move your back selves there.
Oh, that's because I'm writing. Huh.
All right,
And move.
As you walk in, the music starts to pick up, and you begin to hear this like rough music playing.
Oh, these are all fish people. That's wild.
Belisar is going to look for anyone who seems to have a position of seniority, or is just wearing a captain's outfit.
Bug
Alright,
needs a drink.
so-
He's going to the bar.
All right. Are you? Who wants to do theirs first?
Balazar first. I shouldn't have interrupted.
Okay. So, Balazar, as you walk into the Barnacle Express, you look around, and as far as you can tell, all you see is a bunch of merfolk just having a good time. There's people in the front drinking what looks to be like alcohol or some other beverage. There's a stage to the very far left, and on that stage you see two regular merfolk. They're like, there's one that looks like a catfish, and the one on the left, he looks like just a normal fish as well. And in the middle, you see the singer of the song that is currently playing. You look and you see a large merfolk who has the appearance of a hammerhead shark. He seems to be playing an instrument that looks kind of like a lute or guitar, but it's the sounds that it's making you haven't ever heard before. As you also begin to look around the Barnacle Express, you find people in the corner in an all-out brawl. You see people beating up on each other in a fist fight in both corners of the Barnacle Express. And to the far back, past the staircase, you see what looks to be a bar, but you can't really see what's going on behind the staircase that leads upstairs.
I guess the bar is as good a place to start as any.
I guess we're both going.
Well, this just reminds me of home.
This music's giving me a headache.
It's kind of banging.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar.
Alright.
Belisar is going to do the same to the bartender.
'Cause Mo also wants to do some perception of things.
Alright. Would you like to make a perception check for me, please?
Yeah, I want to look around for anyone that's like looking at me or anything.
Alright. As far as you can tell, the inhabitants and the people, the merfolk that is, just having a good time there doesn't really seem to notice you guys enter. They're all just drinking and just having a good time listening to the music that's being played by the hammerhead shark on stage.
Okay, cool.
I assume
Who has the note?
I assume that you guys are walking up to the bar.
Yeah, me and Bug.
Oh, yeah.
And Ambrose, maybe?
Balazar, I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
We have to talk to Shekels?
Bug just wants a drink.
So is everyone else going up to the bar as well, or is there some people who's like not?
I'm
They're
just
just, like,
hanging
staying
out
back
in the
in the
middle
front
of the room, like looking all around for Shekels.
All right, as the people who
I know
walk up to
that's not his thing.
you walk up to the bar, and at the bar you see another merfolk, and at this point you can tell that everyone inside the Barnacle Express is just a different type of merfolk, just having a good time. It almost seems like this is like a crew of some sort, as Alfred outside has explained. And as you turn to the bar, you see behind the counter a rather odd sight. You see a merfolk who seems to be a clam, who is like in a nice button-up white shirt with the sleeves pulled up, and he's polishing a glass, and just with his back facing you, just polishing glasses.
Hello?
Hello?
Are you like a person that can talk?
As you start talking, the clam man spins around. Well, hello there, sirs. My name be Barnacle Bartholomew. Welcome to the Barnacle Express. How may I serve you?
What's the strongest drink you have?
Oh, we don't serve too many strong drinks here, sir. We just sell our cider of the sea.
What does that mean?
Would
Like
you-
like
would-
apple
would-
cider or
would-
like
Would you
salt water?
like a glass, sir?
How much this'll get me? And I put a full gold piece on the table.
Oh,
Just
there is no need for payments, sir. It's on the house. And he turns to the his wares and he starts preparing drinks for anyone who's at the table. And after a couple of minutes, he turns around and he produces drinks to you.
Can I see how he's making drinks?
Yes. Would you like to make a perception check? From where you're sitting, you can look and see that although he stutters a lot, he seems to be very proficient in making drinks. His hands are like very quickly just grabbing materials. He's pouring liquids into the glasses. He's shaking them up and making sure they're stirred real well. And then he like puts a little umbrella like little thing in the top of it and he passes it to all of you. From what you can tell, it's just normal drinks.
So, does he have like legs and you said he has like arms, right?
Yeah, he has
Like-
arms and legs. He's just like a normal person but with a clam head.
Oh, just a clam. I thought. Okay.
Well, I guess this'll do. And Bug just tries to down it.
As you start to drink it, you get a nice sweet taste of like an ale that you would taste anywhere else. But as you like try and down it, your snout hits what you can look inside and see is ice. There's a thin layer of ice there, and as you continue to drink, the ice begins to melt away, and you get to feel like there's just more in this drink than just ale. And after the ice melts, you get a new taste that explains the name of the drink. You taste this nice, sweet, like apple cider taste as you're drinking. And after drinking a little bit more, you feel something solid hit your lips. And as it does, you look at it, and it's a nice little slice of an apple in there. Would you like to eat the slice of the apple?
Bug's gonna turn to Brock and offer to him. I'm not really a fruit guy.
I am not much of one either.
Huh.
I
feel
love
like it's
fruit.
fun.
I'm gonna take it.
I
Amber, come over here.
assure you that it's fresh. We got it from the trees outside the other day. We make sure our drinks are fresh.
I'm sure it's great, sir. I'm not a fruit kind of guy. I'm like a meat guy, a flesh guy, fish, any sort of meat.
Oh, I understand, sir. I'm sorry if I can't fix you something you like. Usually
That's
the
fine.
people love the drinks here. And after a minute of letting it set, you feel really nice. I would like you to take a long rest to whoever drank it if you didn't already. The drinks seem to have some sort of property to them that you weren't expecting. Although it's just simple, like ale and cider, it's a really nice taste that kind of makes you feel at home.
Mo's gonna ask for a drink.
Oh, hello there, sir. I'll give you a drink in just a second. And he turns around
That'd
and
be
starts
great, thanks.
quickly making a drink for you, and he gives it to you. I hope you enjoy your stay.
I definitely will. And if you don't mind me asking, were you born with the stutter, or did you acquire it at some point in your life?
Oh, it's hereditary.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you for the drink.
It's no problem, sir. I'm sorry if my stutter is offensive.
Oh no, don't worry about it. It's no big deal.
I just want to make sure you all have a good time.
Certainly.
Can you point me to whoever's in charge?
That would be Mr. Mr. Shattuck. And he points towards the stage, towards the large hammerhead shark playing his instrument on stage. He'll be done in a while. How about you stay? It's very not nice here. The music's pretty good, and it's fight night tonight.
Fight time! Can I fight?
Yeah. There is a piece of paper on the wall to sign up. Winner gets free drinks for the night. The first one is on us.
So Mo's kind of getting an eerie feeling about this place. He wants to go up and talk to some other people
All right.
and see like how they're feeling or what they're up
Balastar's just
to.
gonna sit and he's gonna keep scanning the room because Balastar also feels somewhat uneasy about something.
Yeah.
Bug has a
He
plan.
can't place his finger on what.
Brock is gonna spin around in his chair and see if he recognizes anyone in here from his past.
You can make a history check as you look out on the crowd.
Can Bug talk to the bartender after?
Yes.
Yeah,
From what
yeah.
you can tell, Brock, you haven't seen any of these people before. I don't know how. Like, has Brock seen Merfolk before?
Yes, and he used to be attacked by pirates a lot. So
Oh, okay. From what you can tell, these are no pirates that you have ever seen.
Just to kind of tack on while we're talking about them, what do they look like? Like, what are they wearing?
They just wearing just regular clothing. Like, you can't really tell other than the fact that Alfred has said outside that they were once pirates, and that they have recently like turned over a new leaf, and they're just, from what you can tell looking out, they're just people having a good time, just providing entertainment and drinks for people who come by.
So they're not wearing like punk gear.
Nope, they're just wearing regular clothing. They seem very nice.
Okay.
The people, as you look out upon the crowd, the merfolk who have started to notice you enter, they turn and wave at you before going back to their drinks and listening to the music playing.
So can Mo go up to a person and talk to them?
Yes, which person would you like to walk up to?
We'll go up to this. We'll go to this guy right there. I'll sit down at this table.
This one right there?
Yeah. Excuse me. Do you mind if I sit down here, talk to you?
It's no problem, laddie. We don't see too many non-merfolk people here. You look like a fine young lad. So,
Thank you.
What brings you to the Barnacle Express, me good friend?
Well, I've been following a coalition around, and certain circumstances have brought us this area. What's your name?
Oh, names aren't really my thing. I lost
Sure.
my name a long time ago, if I'm to be honest. I can't half remember who I am half the time, but these fine folks and Mr. Shattuck and Mr. Bart has, given me a place. I get to stay here every night, I get drinks and meals, and it's honestly a very nice place.
Sure. Yeah. Well, you can call me Diller.
Okay, Mr. Diller, it's nice to meet you. You can call me Coral. No,
Okay, Coral.
Carl. Call me
Carl?
Carl.
All right, Carl. How long have you been here? Like right now, inside of this bar, how long have you been here for?
No, I've been here for many years. Probably.
Inside of this bar?
Oh no. We usually go out and we used to sail the seas for a very long time. It's very nice. Most of us here at this bar didn't really have a place to go when we were younger. We all got kicked out, or one way or another, we were on a bad path, and we had to resort to pirating, I guess is what you would call it. We only picked from people who seem like they could afford to lose a little bit, just to feed ourselves. But
Yeah, no judgment here.
yeah, no, everyone's welcome here. We love it when new people come in. Will you be participating in tonight's fight night?
I can't quite say yet.
Oh,
Do
you don't have to. It's fine. free drinks are always good. It goes to everyone, so even if you don't win, you always get a free drink. It's really nice.
Well, aren't the drinks already free?
Yes. We do it for the fun of it.
Okay, cool.
It makes people feel good when they get to win.
Sure, yeah, I get that. Would you ever want to leave this place? You ever think about wanting to go, or you're totally fine staying here?
No, I'm fine staying here. This is my home. We're all one
Okay.
big crew. We've been together for years.
What you drinking over there? What you drinking?
Oh, some of the old cider of the sea. It's pretty good. I like the apple taste. Very nice.
Mo got a drink. He hasn't drank it yet. Can Mo just do an inspection? Or I want to look at the drink and see if I can notice anything.
Yeah,
that
sure.
helps
Go
with it.
ahead. Look at the drink. Why do
Uh-oh.
you people think these drinks are spiked?
Wait, so what do I do? Like investigation check or something?
Yeah, make an
or...
investigation check.
It seems like they're drugged out of their mind. Damn.
As far as you can tell, looking at the drinks, it's just literally it's just a normal drink. It's ale with ice in the middle to balance out the cider and apples at the bottom.
All right, Mo's gonna try and do something a little weird. Can Mo? Mo wants to find a mouse or a rat or something. It's possible I could try and find one of those. I have rations I can maybe use as bait, and I can look back in a little
What?
bit.
What?
What the fuck?
I'm trying to find a rat in a restaurant.
Well, I mean, they're
Health
in a pirate
inspector.
pub, so
Health
make,
inspector.
make a
The
perception
health
check.
inspector.
okay. Damn.
As far as you can tell, despite how weathered the floors seem to be due to what you can assume is seawater, it's actually a very tidy place that seems to be cleaned regularly.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna do one more thing. I have a water skin in my pack.
Yeah.
I want to. It's empty. I want to pour this drink in the water skin and then
Okay.
put it away in my pack.
Yep, you can do that.
I'll-
You have
I'll
a water
ex-
skin
I'll
on the
s-
side of the sea.
And
Whenever
I'll make sure to squeeze that apple inside of it.
Whenever you drink the cider of the sea, it gives you the effects of having a long rest.
Okay. Cool. Interesting.
So
I'll denote that. Yeah.
I'd like to go up to the table where my character is standing right now,
alright.
and say, "Hey, is anybody using the seat? Can I take the seat?"
Oh no, Sonny. Are you here to watch the show?
Yeah, and talk to Mr. Grizzle, or Shekel. Yeah, it's Shekel.
I don't know anyone by the name of Shackle, young lad. You sure you got the right place?
I think so. I want to take the barrel over to the corner.
This barrel?
Yeah.
Okay, let me... no, that's the wrong barrel. This one, right on, here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna listen to it.
Okay.
See if there are any lemurs in it.
Make a perception check.
Brian, you've made us all paranoid.
Good.
As far as you can tell, it's just a normal barrel. It actually seems to be very hollow on the inside. From what you can tell,
Okay.
it's used to sit on a seat.
Real quick before we do anything else, I'm just gonna I'm not gonna get rid of Hugh's hat, but I'm just gonna make it very plainly obvious that I have it in case Seward ends up recognizing it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because I have an idea.
Okay, you are donning the hat.
Can Mo go into a bathroom?
As far as you can tell, you can't tell where the bathroom is. You would probably have to ask either the bartender or someone else where that would be.
All right. I'm just at this person's table, asking if he knows where the bathroom is.
Oh yeah, it's right there behind old Bart. You'll have to ask him for the keys to it, though.
All right. Where is he?
Oh, that's the bartender, that nice man over
Oh.
there. Don't mind
Oh,
his
okay,
stutter.
cool.
He's had a hard time, but he has fun making drinks, and that's what matters. It's pretty good too.
You say he's had a hard time. What do you mean?
Oh, like I said before, Sonny, everyone here's had a hard time when they were growing up.
Okay.
Merfolk are always seen as outcasts, and it's kind of, I'm sure that you
Yeah,
know
I
what
can
that's
kind of get
like.
that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know what? Everyone here is family, so I hope you enjoy your stay. For
Thank
as
you, thank
long
you.
as you're gonna be here.
How long do you think I'll be here?
I don't know.
Okay, just checking.
Um,
I'm gonna go up to the bartender then and ask to get the keys to the bathroom.
Hello. Yes, let me get the keys for you. And he
Thank you.
reaches down and he hands you the keys and he points to the room. There's the bathroom right there.
Awesome.
Soap is on the wall, and paper, if you need it, is underneath the sink.
Fantastic.
I would like to sign up for Fight Club.
Oh,
I would also like-
fight night. There's the board over there. You can sign up for tag team or solos.
Ambrose, let me fight with you.
Ambrose.
Not the
Yes?
right. I think I'm the right choice.
I don't know.
Who do I pick?
Ambrose, don't bull. Ambrose, just remember.
I've already fought Brock once. I think
Ambrose,
with your
Ambrose.
newfound power, we should fight again. I'm
Ambrose.
teaming up with Bug.
Ambrose, just remember,
Alright, I'll sign up
you
myself
aren't going to
then.
have any of those fancy monk moves of yours. All right?
Just bare knuckle punching.
It's just punching things.
Yes. No fire.
Just making sure you understood that.
Now that Brock is magically handicapped, I think we shouldn't have a problem.
I guess we'll see.
And I'm gonna sign up.
I will
Alright.
also sign up.
Are you signing up for solos or doubles?
Doubles with Bug.
I'm signing up for solos.
All right. Okay. And,
I don't think you'll
after-
get to fight at me then, Zay.
After
I
watching,
mean, Brock.
after watching, you both sign up. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I should explain the rules to you since you're new here. Basically, fight night is just a best of 3. We don't want to hurt each other. That would just be rude. So what we do is have the tag teams fight each other, and the first team to land 3 hits against their opponent moves on. We don't ever want to hurt our guest, and the winner of each round gets a free round. It makes you feel good for the next round. I'm glad you signed up. Mr. Shattuck should be done soon. He's our best contender. Does anyone have
Nice.
anything
Yeah,
Yes, I would like to talk with the bartender. Sir,
yes, my little friend.
have you ever heard of someone named Humorous before?
Humorous? Can't say I do. What does this humorous? Sorry, I struggle with H's. How does this person look like?
It's not important. I just wanted to ask.
No. I see a lot of people come in. What does he or she look like?
A bit of a skeleton, like just a skeleton.
He starts at the hear of a skeleton. Bartholomew, the bartender, starts to clap his hands, like really excited. You are talking about grave keeper, aren't you? Where's the nice?
Downstairs gonna hold up the hat and
nice
wave it around. This look familiar?
black hat, and he has
Mo-
the nice white shirt and pants.
Mo's in the bathroom is changing into Humorous's clothing. He wants to walk out of the bathroom now in Humorous's clothing.
Very well. Bart turns to you and says, he's looking towards Balazar, who has a hat. Oh, that's his hat. Oh, did you finish, sir? Sir, and he turns around and sees you wearing his clothes. Oh, and
Hernandez, what the
that's his shirt and pant. And he's starting to look at. He's like looking at. What?
Yeah,
did
he
you-
won't be needing it anymore.
What
my
did
God.
you mean, Ambrose?
What did
Let
you?
me explain. Let me explain. Let me
What
explain.
We
Let me
did not
explain.
hurt him. We did not hurt him.
Bart, Bart,
Before
Bart,
you,
Bart,
before
Bart,
you can
please,
start
Bart.
explaining, Bart seems to scream, Sue, word, and up on the stage, the hammerhead shark who is playing his instrument instantly just stops playing, and everyone there, like every person having a good time, just instantly stops, and everyone just
Ballister's gonna put his
slowly.
head in his hands and he's just gonna sigh.
Everyone slowly turns and looks at you all at the bartender's table with Bart like fanatically like waving his hands.
Jonas is gonna
after-
join in with the crowd and act like he doesn't know who they are, and just
After-
like stare at them all.
After a moment, the hammerhead shark lays down his instrument and he comes walking over to the table and sits at the space in between Bug and Brock. What's yar? What be the problem, my old friend? So these guys did something to grave keeper.
Let me
Yeah, he had a note that said to come here.
let me explain, please. Let me explain, please. Ambrose, shut the fuck up.
Yar, who be you? Who be any of ye?
My name is Belisar. I am a friend of Gravediggers. We know him as Humorous.
Gravedigger? No, I think you're
Are you
referring to
Gravekeeper?
Gravekeeper. Yeah,
Oh,
that little
Gravekeeper, my
fella
mistake.
knows him.
My mistake. We know him as Humorous. He
Oh
just
yeah,
recent.
that's his real name. Yeah,
We
me
just
and him
recent-
go way back.
We just recently. He recently got some new clothes. Some new armor. He left to go take care of some business. He knew we were looking for work. He directed us here.
Oh, well, blow me down, old boy. I'm glad to have you here. Any friend of old Gravekeeper's a friend of ours, ain't that right, Bart? And Bart, like, seems to be calming down a little bit more. He's like, oh, I just saw the clothes, and that young fellow said that he won't need it anymore. I got really
Oh my God.
scared for my good friend. And Seward just starts laughing. Oh, you and your stories. And he reaches over the table and starts like giving the clam man a noogie. And it's hard to tell because he has no like eyes that you can see, but Bartholomew seems to be smiling at Seward. Oh, sorry, Captain. And Seward turns and says, "Yeah, that be right. My name be Seward Shattuck. I'm the captain of the Barnacle Express." And he points to the seat that Brock is sitting at. And Brock, as you turn and look in front of you, you can see that there's a small little nameplate on the seat in front of you that says Captain Shattuck. That be my seat usually, but you can sit there tonight, young lad. I assume you're taking place in fight night.
Or yes, in the solo category. that
Oh,
is.
blow me down, young lad. If you get all the way at the top, you can fight old Krabby over there. And he points to the corner where there seems to be a merfolk currently in combat with another one. And you can tell that he is absolutely wailing on the other one. Oh, he's a good one. I'm the only person who could have beat him. not to blow down my own horn, you know what I'm saying? So, you're friends of old Gravekeeper. And you're here for work, you say?
Yeah.
Glory.
Oh, that's just perfectly fine. We got tons of work around here to be done. You know, keeping this nice inn here in good shape is always a big thing of ours. And he turns around and looks to the two people who are still up on stage. Play something nice, would ye, lads? I'm going to be spending some time with some friends of old Gravekeeper. And they nod and they start to pick up their instruments to begin playing again.
I can play if you want. I'm a very accomplished bard.
No, it's fine, young lad. You don't need to worry about it.
Anyways, Nice to meet you, sir.
Oh, it's nice to meet you too, my little friend. And he like nuzzles the top of your head. And about this time, you all start to notice that there's nothing like what fears you may have had. You kind of realize that these people are just being very misunderstood since they may seem to look rough and like pirates. In Brock, you seem to remember the words of Gemini back in Yarn saying that although they look rather rough, they're good people.
Yeah.
So,
Anyways, what did you have in mind? Did you want to, like, just talk to us about anything going on? We don't really have much in mind. Hubris had to depart from us for a time, and he directed us to come here.
oh, that's ye little lad. Oh, good old gravekeeper. I bet he never told the story of how we know each other, eh?
Didn't like to talk about his past much.
Oh, it's fine. He's fine with people telling this story. He loves coming here when he gets the chance.
Was it about the time he had hemorrhoids? Because he talked about that a lot.
What? Can you
Never
repeat that,
mind.
lad? I couldn't hear you as well.
It's today.
Oh, but it's about 40 years ago, back when I was a wee little Shattuck. I was not a good man. I guess I'll say that front to ye. I was a pirate. I formulated a bunch of other fellows who had a hard time like me, like my good friend Bart here. My bad, Bart. Bartholomew. I know you like being called that instead. And Bart kind of turns around. It's fine, Captain. And he's like, oh, that's just great. But 40 years ago, I got this motley crew of childhood friends who were outcast, and we became a group of people who more or less just wanted to survive. I'm sure you know how that's like. Everyone has something hard on them in their past that shows up here. So, I'm sure you know how it is. So we took to pirating. We built ourselves a boat, and we sailed out looking for adventure and looking for a way to keep ourselves afloat. Well, 40 years ago, I decided, let's go after something big. And so I started turning my looks to Lesmira. You know, that settlement up north, pretty famous. But first I had to cross the mountains of Bresson. Yeah, I remember that fateful day. I always go and check out places that we're gonna head out first to ensure my crew doesn't get endangered. Crew's life comes first in my ship. So there I was, climbing the mountains of Bresson. It's cold, it was raining, and it was icy. Up towards the top I looked down and I saw it, the big lake of Izmira. It was beautiful. But it was about that time that I noticed someone off to my side. There was a skeleton. At first I thought he was just a dead soul who got trapped up on the mountain and his body froze that way. He's wearing that hat that young Nemonite right over there. I know you. And Seward points towards Balzar. You are quite a ways from Nemonas, aren't you, young lad?
Yeah.
Oh, touchy subject. I'm sorry, mate. I didn't mean to offend you, but I can tell a Nemonite whenever I see one. They're always proud people. Very good fighters too. I appreciate and respect what you do, young lad. But up on the mountain, I saw a skeleton man, and I went to go over there towards him, but then I was attacked. Great beasts attacked me. I thought for sure I was going to die. I was on the brink of death, and out of nowhere, that skeletal stranger came over there and slew all them beasts. And he picked me up and took me to a cave not far from the spot, and he said, "What are you doing here?" he asked me, and I was always a wee little lad, and I didn't want to lie to the man. He just saved me life. So I told him everything that I'd done and what led to this point. He said, you know, stealing from people isn't always a good idea. Maybe you can find something else that you're good at that will lead you to more happiness in life. And I really took to that. And so I came back to my crew, with the skeletal man in tow, and we dubbed him Gravekeeper. Of course, well, we've never seen a skeleton before. I'm sure you haven't seen skeletons before, have you? And he's kind of like looking at you to see if it's like something that he's only experienced, or is it just a common thing that he's been missing out on?
Nah, he was the first.
He's the first, like, live one. Well,
I haven't seen any that were like him. No.
Well, okay, clarification. He's the first one I've ever met that was sentient and could make its own decisions.
actually, no, we met the other one. Remember the one that was sweeping the street?
Yeah, but that was after we met Hugh.
Yeah, but like we've met 2 skeletons.
Oh,
Like that.
Anyway, young lads, to cut my story short, I came to my crew and I said, you know what? That old boy's right. We should be doing something that makes people happy, gives us some entertainment, and, keeps us afloat. So then I turned to me old cook, and Seward turns and looks at Bartholomew, and we decided, what's running in? Inns are kind of popular, a lot of people coming through. So we took apart our ship, and we made this, and he holds his hands out, looking around. This is the Barnacle Express. Every piece of wood, barrel, and everything else here came from our old ship. I hope you find its accommodations pretty nice. So,
It's very nice.
tell me a little bit about yourselves. You seem like fine folk, and any friend of old Gravekeep is a friend of ours. Ain't that right, boys? And he turns to the rest of the people in the bar who have all started calm down now, and they're all cheering for you guys.
So
you.
did Gravekeeper frequent this place?
Oh, well, no. He came here. Let's see. He came down and helped us build the place, then he said he was looking for his purpose. Went heading out about 40 years ago. Haven't seen him since, but
Oh wow.
I know that old boy's still out there. He remembers us well. He must have, since he brought you guys up here. Probably knows we'll keep you in good
Mhm.
Cool
hands.
samurai now. He's got a cool set of armor and a cool sword.
Oh, that's real nice. I always hated seeing him going around with just, plain clothes on. I don't want anything to happen to a young lad. He trusts you fellers, right? You travel with him often?
Yeah.
Oh, all the time.
A couple months.
And Seward is looking amongst you, and he turns to Bug. Oh, you're a performer, aren't you, young lad?
Only one of the best, I'd say. I'm a quite esteemed bard.
I can just look at you and tell you that he favors you. Old Gravekeeper really knows how to pick the good ones. And he reaches into his back pocket and pulls out a shell that you can blow into, the ones that you can blow into and make sound with. And
Whoa!
he hands it to Bug. Here you go, little lad. And he pulls you in close. I want to talk seriously with you, lad. Are you listening?
Yeah, what's up?
If anything happens to that old boy, God rest his soul, you blow this horn, alright, and I'll know. He's like family to everyone here at the Barnacle Express, and we want to make sure the lad's alright. If anything happens to that young lad, you blow this horn and we'll be on our way. You hear? Go ahead, try it out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, try it
Are
out.
you sure?
Yeah, go ahead, call it. And do you blow into the horn?
Yes.
As you blow into the horn, it takes a second for the sound to actually come out, but you hear like a big loud horn sound. And as you look around, you can tell that no one seems to be fazed by it. No one even seems to hear it. But Seward then turns to you and pulls out another horn much like it, and he blows into it. And at first, you don't hear anything, Bug, but after a second you hear what oddly sounds to seem like a ship's bell, like a bell that you would ring on the ship to a note that they're coming in. You hear ding, ding, ding faintly. See, it still works, and that goes over how many distance you are. So if anything ever happens, you just blow that horn, and old Shattuck will know. We care about the old lad, and in extension, that means the rest of ye. So if something ever happens to you, just blow that horn and we'll be on our way.
Thank you.
Oh, it's no problem. So I heard you're getting ready for a fight, and I guess we better get started then, eh?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to rumble.
Yeah, and then we'll have some
As
work.
am I.
We'll have some work for you in the morning. I hope none of my crew have offended you anyway or scared you off.
Not really. I mean, I wish I could have kept like some of my knives or some of my severed heads, but I understand why your doorman wouldn't let me.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about old Undertow. Yeah, old Alfred has seen the worst of it than anyone in here. He knows what it's like. Last time we let just anybody walk in here to have a good time. Oh, it did not end well. And Sewer kind of
Okay.
like forlornly looks at the floor. It's hard losing a crew member. We lost 5 that day. 5 good men. Someone came in here, started thinking that they could just run this place because we were so friendly with them. Killed 5 of our men before Alfred took them out. So
I'm very sorry.
I hope you understand why we had to take your weapons and your magic away from you. We don't mean it as any harm. It's just to keep us safe, you know? Anyway, let's say we get down to it. And he like punches into his hand. Let's start fight night.
It's fight time!
All right.
Yeah!
Do you guys
Ambrose, I got a plan!
do you guys want to take a short break before we start fight night?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Should
We'll
me
take
and Ambrose
a-
like huddle up for our own plan, or no? I guess we'll do that after.
All right. So we'll take a short break. I just saw the shark gif that you posted.
Me with Mo.
Yeah, and we'll be back after that for fight night.